As the accounts receivable department has not been able to close the gap on the current accounts receivable, it still stands at 53 days, and management is intent on figuring out how to get it to 51 days because they figure they're losing money. Maybe it's appropriate to investigate the situation a bit more and get a sense of how things have trended to get to this point. So, as indicated in the previous lecture, the initial sale to the customer results in an order, and the order is filled by a shipment to the customer, which generates an invoice to the customer, which adds to the accounts receivable. And when the customer actually makes a payment, it decreases the accounts receivable. And if we look at this set of interactions, it appears that there's four things that it looks like might be indicative of what's happening over time. If we look at what the average sales is on an ongoing basis, and what the order size is, how much is the customer ordering each time they order, what the average order period is, in other words, how often do they order, and what the average accounts receivable period has been, how it has trended over time. And when we look at the historical value of these four variables, we find that the average order size has remained pretty much the same, though the average sale has been declining, while the order period and the accounts receivable period have both been climbing, which is probably indicative of something, though simply looking at the trends, it's not possible to tell why this is happening, though it does give us a sense that the 53-day accounts receivable period that currently exists didn't just happen. I mean, it has been evolving over time and probably simply wasn't paid attention to the way it should be, so that someone might have realized that things were trending in the wrong direction 12 months ago and decided to take action toward it as opposed to waiting until it got completely out of hand. The other thing that I would offer you, that when you look at multiple trend lines on different scales, it's often difficult to get a sense of what's really happening, though if you normalize all of the trends to percentages and look at them on a different scale, it becomes very easy to see that a couple of them are trending upwards while one of them is trending down while another one is remaining the same. And these are simply the same values plotted as percentages, so that it's much easier to get a sense of how this has happened over time. So we'll continue to investigate in the next lecture sort of the structure that seems to be in place and resulting in this. So hope you found this informative, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.